The day has arrived. I finally received my very first pair of Nyx boots. Nyx handmade boots. Finally. In more ways than one. I'm very excited. Let's get into it. I don't want to keep you guys waiting. I waited long enough. I don't want to keep you guys waiting. Let's get into it. This is the Nyx Palouse review. So I waited just about a year for these to arrive. And I did not do a sheet whether they fit me or not. I didn't do one. I just went with the size that was my Westco, and that was everything else that I get in Rios and Mercedes. So yeah, no delays. Let's just get right into it. We don't need to tease you guys anymore. These are the Nyx Palouse. I did the Predator Orange, and look at that. Look how gorgeous that is. Oh man, stunning, stunning boot. So what the cool thing is that comes, so let's just say like for unboxing purposes, it comes with a Nyx handmade boot sticker, which is pretty cool. Show you that there. And then it comes with a conditioner. Let's do a close up. You can see that conditioner. And I'm wondering if it's like okay. It looks like it would be something similar to like an all conditioner or like a mink oil or something like that. That's what it looks like. It doesn't have a strong scent either, which is nice. This thing is what I thought was really neat. So this shows when the boot kind of went through and its steps. So cutting, sewing, hardware, prep, lasting, bottom, gluing, stitching, healing, sanding, and finishing. So it looks like it started October 16th and finished on November 20th. And with the names of each person who did what they do. I think that's pretty cool. So the thing is, these were supposed to be done in September, end of September initially, because I bought these in January. And then I reached out to them because I was leaving to Europe. And I said, hey, I'm leaving to Europe. Just want to make sure if the boots come, that someone's here to get them. They said, oh, looks like they'll be done end of September. I was like, great, because I'll be back from Europe by that time. It takes a long time to get these boots, so you have to, it's not like I desperately need boots anyways, but I had the opportunity to get the Palouse and I wanted to try them, and because I really wanted the White's Dover, I think it's called, but that they stopped making those. They were discontinued, and this was the next best thing, and I'm so glad I have a pair of these. These are so freaking cool. This is the Predator Orange, and this is, I believe, a 13-inch, 12-inch boot. What I did is I went natural on the heel, like that, and I did the V-bar sole on there, you can see. I didn't do any of the thing is, there isn't anything fancy about this. I didn't do any extra lining or anything like that. I didn't do two different leathers. It's just one leather throughout. And so for it to take that long is like, I know they have tons of orders, things like that, but I think once they got mine and to get through it, but I have heard that this is one of the harder ones they make for some reason. I don't know, but the Predator Orange is just stunning. For me, I went with Predator Orange because it reminded me of the Copper Rough and Tough. And to have something like this, it's just really, really cool. Let's pull out the other one so we can get a close-up of that one. This leather is amazing. I can't wait to style these. And I'm curious because this is my first pair of Nyx boots, so I'm very curious as to how they fit. And I've heard a lot of great things about the arch support with Nyx boots, and so I'm looking forward to that. But the leather just smells absolutely amazing, and the pull-up on this Orange Predator is quite impressive. So I'm curious if it's going to be a bear to break in. That's the real question. Like, how difficult will this thing be to break in? Hopefully, it won't kill me too much, but we are in the colder months, which is nice. So I won't have to worry too much about looking looking odd wearing boots in like the heat, you know, we're in the fall, winter months, so this would be perfect for this. And it's gonna look, oh, can't wait. Can't wait, I can't wait. But look at these things. Check these out. Just absolutely stunning. This leather is the highlight for sure. I think actually what I may do is I may take these to my cobbler and just get some taps on the bottom, because this vibram heel seems very thin, and I know the way I walk it's just going to get completely eaten up. So I think what I'll do is I'll wear these just for, actually if I wear them to the cobbler, he'll do it right then. I'll just take my boots off and sit there in my socks, and then he'll put them in, and it'll cost me just like $4 or something to do. So it won't take much time. I know that I'll just go straight, like they'll get all, you know, curved on me right away. So, and I don't want to have to, I want to keep the vibram sole on there as long as I possibly can. And so I just put some taps on there. So that will be the first order, but we're definitely doing on feet for you guys. And then also, if you want to continue to see how I style these, follow me on Instagram. You'll see how I style these throughout the years, and I'll be taking a bunch of photos of these bad boys. But my first Nick's handmade boots, and it's the Palouse, the Nick's Palouse. These are so cool. They're like, whew, just like look at these things, man. These are just stunning. They're definitely like gonna give my Morrison a run for their money for sure. I'll do a comparison video of the Palouse versus the Morrison, 100%. That's definitely happening. But yeah, these the interesting thing about these is that let me put this one here so you can still see it on this side. Is it still in the frame? Look at that. Ooh, baby, you are sexy. The interesting thing about this is that, so as I stated, this I went with the Predator Orange because it reminded me of the Copper Rough and Tough, and Red Wing they created a Pecos in the Copper Rough and Tough. I don't remember the name, but we'll put it here. But the thing about it is that this Palouse, the guy that wears this Palouse takes the lunch money from the guy who wears the Red Wing Pecos Copper Rough and Tough. 100%. This guy takes your lunch money. I drink your milkshake. This guy who wears the Palouse, he is riding a motorcycle to school, and the Copper Rough and Tough Pecos wear is getting dropped off by his grandmother. That is without a doubt. That's the difference between these two. So I'm glad I saw the Pecos and Copper Rough and Tough, and I was like, I knew I had these coming, so I was like, yeah, there's no way. There's absolutely no way. It's like this is where it's at. These are stunning. So yeah, let's do the on feet. The boots are, I would say, a ½ inch too big, which is actually perfect. These are a 9.5. My Rios or Mercedes are a 9.5, and I think that's going to be perfect. They fit, and I've been walking and wearing them as a 9.5 without anything. And there is heel slip, but I feel that there's still, as they break in, there'll be room in the boots. So that's what I'm feeling on these. But the good thing is, and the thing that I really like and don't mind that they are 9.5 and that they have the room, is that I have this full insert from Rios and Mercedes that they use, and I'll just place this into the boots, and that's going to be 100% comfort. Come closer and I'll show you, as you can see. So I'll use this insert here. This will be what I use, and then because I'm on my feet walking around New York City all day, this will absolutely be perfect, and it'll be a perfect fit. So then I will have that snug feel, because right now it's like, I feel like it's still a bit loose in the toe box itself. As I'm walking, I feel like there's heel slip, but heel slip is natural when you're wearing a boot, a brand new boot, until that bed breaks in. But then this, I feel also the toe box. But what I love is the arch. There's great arch support in the Knicks, and I knew that. I heard quite a bit about that, and this I absolutely love because I am flat-footed, so having arch support is top for me. I love the silhouette of this boot. The heel on this boot is crazy Absolutely love. And then this is the Orange Predator in natural daylight. It is overcast right now in New York City, but that Orange Predator is just stunning. And then I'm wearing chinos from Left Field. These are the canvas duck chinos from Left Field, if you're wondering. 12 ounce, I believe, 13 ounce chinos. So yeah, there you go. Now let's go back inside because it is freezing. That is the review for the Palouse in Predator Orange by Nick's Handmade Boots. You know what? I'm willing to wait another year and get another pair of these. Maybe 2 or 3. Honestly, I can't wait. So I'm sure I will. I'm definitely sure I will. The thing is, they don't release them. Like, they do all these others, and they have like a window for these. So if you can get into that window, jump on it. But like, these definitely are gonna last for me forever. 100%. I'm gonna take care of these. Like, but to get another pair would be really nice. To have a companion, a companion pair. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. I'm headed to the cobbler right now to get taps on the heels of the boots. I don't want to even get them started on the curve. So I'm headed there now to get taps and also drop off another pair. So I got the taps put on. It was $6 for the taps before I get started because it's normally $46 for new heels and taps. So to prevent it, I just paid the $6 and I got those placed on there, and hopefully save me from having to spend $46 in the future and just do the taps over and over until I can no longer do the taps, I guess. All right.